Okay, we are testing our new internet connection. We're going to see if things are going to work, and we'll be back on the air. Pardon my dust. It's we're under construction. Okay, we'll be going live in about 1 minute from now. See you there. Well, good evening. I hope that you are able to see this without buffering. We have been off the air for some time. I hate to. I'm going to get my producer's not going to like me because you can see the mic. She doesn't like that. Okay, sorry about that. Gosh, it's been a long day, and it's been a long several weeks, and I am so glad to be back, even though we haven't got any plans in the near term, but we will. Bringing you up to speed. Behind me is a mess that will get cleaned up. Much of what I have been working on is not visible at the time, but above me is partial ceiling. 1/3 of the ceiling is put in the PJNet Man Cave, where the broadcast will originate. Monday or Tuesday, kind of depends on the weather. My carpenter is coming, and behind me, we hope to have a green screen. This will not be very pretty for live broadcast. I'll probably have to get some kind of backdrop to cover it up for live, but for pre-recorded stuff, we can actually utilize the green screen without any new software of any kind. So, I have a new internet connection, and the phone company has been here all afternoon, and they first got here. Now, what was happening is there's only one game in town. The phone company is CenturyLink out of Louisiana, and back in November, December, January, finally that got going. I had what was supposedly a 20 meg download and 2 meg upload. Well, it really wasn't 2 megs. It was more like 1 meg. In fact, it wasn't really even 1 meg. It was more like 0.8 or 0.9. And when we tried to do these live segments, it would simply start buffering on your end. And it didn't work. And I tried to tune things down. In fact, I'm still using the tuned down, even with this new connection, which I'll tell you about in a moment. Because I think for mobile users who are not using Wi-Fi, I think it'd be best if we use low bandwidth solutions so that mobile users can do it. And we don't need to have a wide screen view, blah, blah, blah. So today, last week I placed an order and they didn't tell me it was available back in December, but they said they had a 40 meg down and a 5 meg up connection that's only $10 more per month. And I said, well, let's get that done. So the guy comes out today and he starts shaking his head, and I'm thinking, oh boy, I knew it, But he called in a crew from Tallahassee, 30 miles away, and they had 4 guys out here all afternoon working on it, and I'm doing speed test. I am getting 5 megs up. This is the first test of pushing out a live video. And I'm not seeing anything in the chat room that's saying I'm buffering. It's not saying that they can't hear. I can only assume that if there were any problems, the chat room would be screaming saying I can't watch it. Now, I forgot to turn my mic up, so the volume's probably a little bit low. I just got out of the shower. I've been working on, you see this insulation back there behind me. So we're insulated now. We've got an air conditioner. We've got electricity. We seem to have an internet connection that is working. So I can't wait to get back in the groove of producing video content. And I think what we're going to have to do is we're probably going to have to work on quality and quantity. We're going to make some things. As soon as I get my desk built Monday, I'll crank up the old Windows XP machine that has all the software for PJNet. And we're going to make it possible where you can send featured tweets more than once. It will delete any previous ones you had sent when you schedule it. So it's going to be quite a major code revision. But that'll get more tweets out there, more points on the board. And I think we're going to have to try to come up with some razzle-dazzle and look at quality of our tweets and, get some people on board. Have some fun again. Fun. Remember that? Okay. Well, we're having fun. I just got a shower. I've been working all day. Got my coffee. And got my team here. Got my family here. And it is great. I'm seeing in the chat room that things are looking good and sounding even better. But I'm going to turn the volume up later. And I'm going to get cleaned up. Got my shoes off, got a shower, got a fresh shirt on, it just feels good. And I'm off all day tomorrow, but I probably will only be mowing grass. And I've got a little project I'm doing for somebody else that they've been kind of waiting on. And by the way, I did get word from Chuck Nellis to please advise everybody out there that he is alive and well, but apparently Twitter has put him back in jail for who knows the umpteenth time. But he is planning on having a show also, and we were going to get his producer rounded up next month, that being July, to get the technical details worked out. So maybe Chuck will be on the air, and maybe he'll be a YouTube sensation rather than just the Twitter sensation that he is. But looking forward to working with him on that. But he did want me to pass along that he's okay, and wanted me to give you all his regards. So, all right, well, I'm going to wrap it up. Oh, wait a minute. I want to try one other thing before I do. And that is I want to do a screencast to see how that's going to work, because that's kind of a high bandwidth thing. So let me go over here and make sure that you can see the screen. And I'll go look at I'm looking at the PJNet hashtag. And I'm going to stay on this a minute, because if there's going to be any buffering, that's when it's going to happen. And I need to take a quick look at the chat room. Chuck's back on Twitter today. That's good. I'm not seeing any comments in the chat. Apparently you're able to see well, I'm in the chat room. That's kind of hard to follow now, isn't it? But I'll go over here to YouTube and see how we're doing. And yeah, that looks good. Now let me go to our tweet gallery. Hope you all take a moment to visit that. I'm kind of looking forward to rehashing some of this stuff and getting this more active. Getting more interaction, because I think there's some really good content here, and I think this is a really good platform and presentation. But maybe we got to do something to snazz it up a little bit. I don't know yet, but we're working on it. But I just wanted to do a screencast to make sure that there was no buffering and the audio comes through okay on a screencast. Okay, so we'll switch back to the live studio right here, and then I'll wrap it up now, and I'll be talking with Sunbelt Girl later on this evening to get the full verbal report on how things went. So it's great to be back, and let's have some fun.